Have you ever had any crazy party experiences? That is an awesome story. I think it's the best one I've heard all day. I know you got another funny story for me, so let's hear it. What was she doing? Well, I think our friend here learned a lesson that we hope he will keep with him. So is that kind of embarrassing for you guys? I got some freshmen here, and they're going to tell me about their first college party experience. I hope you've been thoroughly embarrassed. Watch out for those red and blue lights. Hello, Mason, and welcome to Campus Confessionals. I'm Antonia, and I'll be here every week to talk to you. Everyone has embarrassing stories tucked away, but I'm here to bring them back out. You name it, I'll ask it. So watch out, I'm coming for you. All right, tell me about the craziest party experience you've ever had.
Well, my first night of college, I was pre-gaming. Didn't make it anywhere except the hospital.
It was an initiation party, and we had just gotten initiated. And that night, I like a week before that, I'd been sick with the flu or something. So I kind of, had just a little bit of beer. Was throwing up all over the place in the kitchen, blah blah blah. Just doing my thing. Girls looking at me, ew, look at that guy.
And all I can remember is coming home at 6 o'clock in the morning in a hospital gown with no clothes and no keys, knocking on my window, trying to get my roommate to let me in.
During the hurricane last year, we obviously went to the store, and our beverage of choice was, of course, Hurricane. And we basically bought all the 40s.
As soon as I went outside, I was holding my son. It's like, dude, I gotta go home. And one of my brothers said, "Oh, dude, you sick?" And I go, "Yeah." So he just hits me in the stomach, and I throw up all over the frickin' patio.
He's right over there. You should make her come over here.
I think I should.
Lauren.
Come on, Lauren. All right.
Tell your side of the story.
We go to our friend's house, just get bombed out of our gourds, and what we end up having, there's like a hill, and the house is down that slope, and there's flood warnings. There was 5 feet flood water. We ended up going skinny dipping. We had a race, a naked race, swam across the flood water.
And then they throw me on a shuttle, right? So we're going back to campus. I think we're on Braddock Road or something. And the van windows don't open on the side. They only have this little crack about that much.
No.
And I got to stick my face in there. My lips are sticking out, and I'm just going down Braddock Road, just throwing up all over the place.
Did you ever find your clothes?
Yeah, I did. I actually found them.
And where were they?
The hospital had my clothes.
On the way back, the cops came, arrested my friend for drunk in public and indecent exposure, because he was the last one to finish. He was the only one out there when the cops came, and we called him Aquaman for the rest of the semester.
As soon as we get to Liberty Square, one of my brothers, was sleeping on my shoulder the whole ride down. And as soon as we get there, he jumps up and starts throwing up while people are trying to get outside of the door at the Liberty Square.
Would you like to meet Aquaman?
I would like to eat. I would. Would you like to see Aquaman? Because I sure want to. Come here, Chris.
This is Aquaman.
Aquaman, huh? You need to drink less.
Yeah, I do need to drink less. I especially don't need to drink when I'm sick, so.
Yeah, I would not like to have been on that bus. That would have sucked. With you puking all over me?
No, I wouldn't puke all over you. I'd keep my cool. If you were trying to talk to me or something like that.
I got arrested naked, and they booked me naked, and finally they gave me some clothes, and I had to spend all night in jail.
I hope you've been thoroughly embarrassed.
Yeah, I'm probably going to be embarrassed by people seeing this.
Oh, yeah, everyone's going to see it.
I know. Thanks.
Thank you. But was it worth it?
Oh, no, it was not worth it.
So all your friends call you that now?
Yeah, they do. Aquaman.
That's awesome. Thanks, Aquaman. Look who I found. It's Chris from the Haas Show, and he's here to tell us about a roommate that you had. A bad roommate? You got a story?
Well, yeah. Actually, he was a good roommate, but several occasions I would wake up and he would be messing around with his fellow partners.
My roommate last year for freshman year, she was this little stocky girl, and I'm like, I get along with everyone, we'll try and work this out. She would watch me when I would sleep.
I remember one night when I couldn't sleep, and I tried to fake my sleeping, and I look over, and the bed is rocking. My roommate's bed is rocking. And I see his head pop up from under the sheets. And I see the other head pop up from under the sheets. So I just try to turn my head. I covered my ears and my eyes and put the pillow over my head and turned my head and tried to go to sleep.
I was sleeping, or at least they thought I was sleeping. I was woken up mistakenly, and she felt uncomfortable because I was in the room, and so she was like, well, can you tell him to leave?
Just stare at me, and when I would wake up, she'd be like looking at me like this, and I'm like, and then she would like talk to me when I was asleep, like, I'm like, my eyes are closed, like, what am I doing trying to sleep, or when I'm studying, and then she'd always want me to stay inside, not go out and play Candyland with her.
It was nasty, very nasty.
So you had to hear that whole session?
Yes, I had to hear the whole session.
And she's like, well, tell him there's a fire, the building's on fire, and he has to run outside. And I actually started laughing as they were proceeding. Yes, I obviously was awake. My roommate heard me laughing. She didn't. We were both dying laughing in the room at the same time. She didn't know what was going on. It was very funny, and I don't think she still knows, but it's a great story. A lot of people like to hear that one.
Everything's cool, though. I mean, it lowered my sex drive for about a couple days, but I'm back.
Okay, can you tell me about your most embarrassing college experience?
Well, my friend fell down the frat stairs one time.
Was that embarrassing?
Well, for her. The most recent thing I can think of was on a class trip, and I was walking out of a classroom, I guess, and there was a little step, and I literally missed the whole step, fell over, and knocked people over with me. And the people that were walking with me continued walking, and then realized that I was still on the ground.
When she fell down the stairs in front of 2 RAs.
Oh, please tell me about that. I don't remember.
How it all started.
I don't remember.
She's like, I want to go smoke a cigarette. She slides down the whole flight of stairs, lays there laughing in front of 2 RAs.
Well, when I first visited George Mason University, I was on my campus tour with a very nice person from the Office of Admissions named Dale.
Hi, I'm Dale.
I don't think Dale knew that sometimes parents don't like to be called old people or hippies. And he told a story about the lake over there on campus where some hippies, old people, got in this boat and were doing this feminist protest.
I hear you call parents hippies on your tours.
I do?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, of course.
Did you ever tell a story about some people in a boat on a lake at Mason?
Oh, yeah, I did. How do you know that?
I know these things.
In that same tour, he also said that in front of parents of high schoolers, that if you rub the toe of the statue, it's good luck, right? Everybody knows that. So he said if you want to get lucky on Valentine's Day, you should rub the toe of the statue. You don't want to send your daughter to George Mason if boys here are rubbing the toe of a statue to get lucky on Valentine's Day.
All right, tell me the craziest party story you have.
I'll tell you one of them.
Well, I think it would be one night, freshman year, a bunch of girls and guys on the hall got together to start a party. And we went off campus to a fraternity house, and we were all playing beer pong all night. So all the girls were like, oh, let's go on top of the beer pong and strip down and start dancing. So all those guys were all like, yeah!